What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of The Crimes That Bind, the newest Netflix original movie that's directed by Sebastian Schindel. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. Hey, if you like this video, cool, hit that like button, as well as comment any below on any video that you watch, including this one. So The Crimes That Bind is a Argentinian crime drama, procedural crime drama film, kind of similar to Law & Order, about a woman named Alicia, who's played by Cecilia Roth. She is a woman that is having to deal with the fact that her son could go to prison for the possible rape and almost murder of his ex-wife. They have a kid together, so there's that situation as well. And Alicia, of course, is very, very rich. She has, like I said, a son. She has some grandkids, and she is going to do whatever it takes to get her son out of prison because eventually he's convicted. And then we have, on the other hand, we have this woman named Gladys, who is their housemaid, their housekeeper, who is had a kid with Daniel for some circumstances, which, is revealed later on. And it is revealed that she's going to have a second kid, which unfortunately she gives birth in the late at night, and she unfortunately suffocates, and she's put on trial for that. So with that said, the story is basically revolving around Alicia's attempt to basically not go for the truth, but go for the simple fact to go and protect her son, who is most likely not a good person. And it's about her kind of discovery about how family sometimes is not where you want to put yourself in front. You want to, put yourself in front of the truth. And even though as hard as that truth is, which her husband, who doesn't ever really speak up, who speaks up in this movie, is trying to explain to her. And so therefore, this is a story about how somebody has to come to that conclusion. So with that said, when everything kind of plays out in the end, I was kind of interested in watching this movie because when you get to the very beginning of this movie, you get kind of frustrated because it really feels like a procedural crime drama. It feels like there's some lawyers that you see at the very beginning of this movie, and they're hired on, and they're going to hire some detectives, and they're going to hire some psychologists and, nurses or whatever that are pertaining to this, situation. And you start to just kind of be bored by it. It's like, what is the logic of this movie? Is this really kind of what I want to watch? But as everything starts to unfold, as you start to see Alicia start to come to the realization, the light bulb pop off her head, you start to see this kind of new side to this movie that starts to kind of eke under your skin, makes you truly angry, and makes you truly feel sorry for the true victims of this movie. And I think it ended up being a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was very heartbroken by the end of this movie. I was relieved. I was kind of uplifted with certain scenarios. But I do think Alicia's character is given a little bit of goodwill as the movie moves along. I think her character doesn't get enough justice. And there are some things in this movie that don't feel real, don't feel like they are committed to the whole truth. There's things wherein Alicia, perjures herself, and then they kind of correct the situation, but she doesn't go to jail for it. It's those types of things, and you're kind of, I guess the whole point of the movie is you're supposed to feel for a woman who believes a certain thing, and then when that thing is kind of thrown over on its head, you kind of just kind of go with it, and you kind of just start to kind of develop a relationship with her and who she is. They have this character, this young kid named Santi, who is, like I said, Gladys's son, and she starts to truly develop a true relationship. But how she gets there and how her story is kind of played out, you start to really just kind of feel something. You start to feel less angry, and you just feel more angry about the system and how far people are willing to go to protect their family. So overall, I think the movie is actually pretty good, but you have to get to that standard crime procedural stuff to get to a point where you truly start to kind of appreciate the movie for what it is. And the fact that the ideas about how the crime legal system may work in other countries is interesting to watch. So the way is portrayed in this movie might be very realistic to how it's portrayed in Argentina. I don't know, because I've never really explored it. But when you come from America, you see it as a different light. So it just feels like sometimes you're getting into like the Law and Order, CSI or Matlock or something like that. So that might be just my American thinking. But like I said, it was very, very noticeable. But like I said, I think Cecilia Roth does a really nice job in this movie. I think she's fantastic. I think her husband's fantastic. I think Gladys, the lead actress who plays Gladys, does a really nice job as playing that simpleton woman who doesn't really understand. She understands the matter around her, but I don't think she truly understands the gravitas of what she did, and that's why it makes it more heartbreaking when she goes to prison later on in the story. So, But yeah, that's it. That's my take on the Crimes That Bind. Like I said, it was better than I thought it was going to be going into it, but still has those achings of procedural crime drama. So, but that's it. That's my take on the movie. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the movie if you decide to watch it. You know, it's on Netflix, so it is free if you're paying for the service. But otherwise, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. Hey, if you like this video, cool. Hit the like button. If you dislike it, it is what it is. But otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.